So, first example is Newton's law of cooling, which is we are dealing with temperatures. Ang sabi lang po ni Newton, no, he stated that the temperature of a body changes at a rate proportional to the difference in temperature between its own temperature and the temperature of its surrounding. Ang ibig sabihin po, yung change of our temperature ng isang substance itself is proportional daw. Ibig sabihin, same lang po yung growth niya, yung pagkataas niya ng temperature, pagkababa, if i-compare natin sa surroundings. So therefore, with that statement, we can have our formula which is dT over dt. So that is temperature per time. That is the change in temperature per time is equivalent to our negative K multiplied by T minus Ts. So, ang T po natin is yung temperature ng ating substance or body minus the temperature of the surrounding. So, that is directly proportional. So, the change in temperature, kung babasahin natin to when it comes to our theory, change in temperature is proportional. Ibig sabihin, mag-linear lang siya. Kasi pag, for example, K divided by T, that is directly inverse. But this one, magkatabi kasi sila sa constant natin, so that is proportional to our change in temperature. So, TO is our initial temperature. T is our final temperature of the body at any time. Then K is our constant of proportionality. Okay? So, proceed po tayo. Doble lang siya. Maraman po din na. So, pinakita lang natin dito yung integration, no? And paano siya na-process para makuha mo yung kanyang formula itself. So, pinakita lang dito, dt over t minus ts. So, ang ginawa lang po niya is binaliktad. Yung dt is nilagay sa kabila, eto din sa kabila. Tapos, integration, no? Ginamitan lang na ng logarithm, 'di ba? Para mawala, no? Or ma-transfer yung ating dt sa kabila, kung example. So, mamaya, kasi this is essential, 'di ba? Kasi minsan ikaw dapat yung mag-integrate or mag-process. Whereas kung hindi na pwede naman din na formula ka na lang diretso. Pero mas maganda talaga class is if you know how to integrate, kumbaga. Okay, si Antaw daw is medyo mahina yung internet niya. Okay? So anyway, proceed tayo. This is just the process. So mamaya i-explain ko kasi yung etong process na to medyo pangit pagka-process, no? Parang diretso-diretso kasi siya. Okay? But again, explain ko lang mamaya ha, na tayo talaga mag-process kasi pangit yung pagka-process niya. Basta we will arrive to this formula. That is the temperature, which is our temperature of our body at a certain time is equivalent to our temperature of the surrounding plus our initial temperature minus the temperature of our surrounding multiplied by E raised to negative KT. So that is the formula. So, pwede mong i-substitute, but again, yung ibibigay ko sa inyo na example, hindi ako magsa-substitute, ipaprocess ko siya talaga. Okay? Kasi importante kasi na alam mo talaga yung process for this one. Kasi may mga problems kasi na may twist, 'di ba? So, you cannot always use this formula, kumbaga. Okay, so i-apply lang po natin yung natutunan natin, which is our first order differential equation. Okay, so let's proceed with our example. So example po natin is a thermometer which has been reading, ano ba yan? Which has been at the reading of 70 degrees Fahrenheit inside a house is placed outside where the air temperature is 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So 3 minutes later, it is found that the thermometer reading is 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Find the thermometer reading after 6 minutes. So again, review lang natin, meron na tayong thermometer 70 degrees Fahrenheit sa loob ng bahay. Ang ginawa po niya is nilagay niya sa labas, which is ang sa labas kasi is 10 degrees Fahrenheit yung temperature. Then after 3 minutes, yung thermometer daw, imbis na 70 degrees Fahrenheit yung reading, naging 25 degrees Fahrenheit. Kasi nilagay sa labas. Diba? So, find the thermometer reading after 6 minutes. So, this is 3 minutes kasi. How about sa 6 minutes? Ano na yung kanyang temperature sa thermometer? Okay? So, therefore, we will be using the formula na sinabi ni Newton. So, ang sabi kasi ni Newton, no, the change of our temperature with respect to our time is equivalent to, or that is directly proportional to our change in temperature. Ayan siya. So, yun yung pagbasa niyan, kumbaga. Or you can just memorize that one. Okay? So, therefore, integrate po natin. Diba? Kanina, pinakita doon, pero ang gagawin natin is we will integrate this on our own. So, no, this is first order differential equation, so therefore i-transfer lang natin yung mga same na mga variables. So eto ita-transfer ko sa kabila, eto is i-transfer ko din sa kabila. So this is dt divided by ayan, t minus ts is equivalent to negative k multiplied by dt. Ayan. So therefore, next thing that we need to do is to integrate, 'di ba? Alam naman natin if we can separate na, we will proceed in integrating. So integrate natin both side, 'di ba? So for this one, TS natin, i-substitute ko na lang class, no, temperature natin sa surrounding. So kasi nakalagay dito, no, place outside where the end temperature is 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is our TS surrounding. Okay. So for this one, 'di ba? This is tawag diyan logarithmic rule sa integration, 'di ba? I hope that you could still remember. Sige, ilagay po natin integration of u raised to negative 1 du or integration of 1 over u du is equivalent to logarithm of u plus c. 'Di ba ganun yung formula? So as you can see, this is our u. Kumbaga, so i-transfer natin sa taas, that is raised to negative 1. So therefore, obviously, the integration of dt over t minus 10 is logarithm of u. Ang u po natin is yung nasa ibaba. So that is logarithm of t minus 10. Diba? I hope that you can still remember logarithmic rule natin sa integration. So next one is this. This is constant, so therefore negative k lang po siya. Then integration of dt is t. Then plus, no, lalagyan lang natin ng logarithm of c. So, nilagyan ko siya ng logarithm para ma-same natin sa kabila. Okay? So, di ba, again, pwede naman din siyang c lang siya. But we will use logarithm c para ma-integrate din natin or matanggal natin siya sa kabila. Di ba? Logarithm of c is just the same with c. So, for the purpose na ma-eliminate yung logarithm sa kabila, ginawa din natin siyang logarithm. Okay? So, therefore, for this one, di ba, ang gagawin natin is to multiply both side by e. Di ba, alam natin yan. Pag i-multiply mo ng e, logarithm multiplied by e is may eliminate si logarithm. So, therefore, t minus 10 is equivalent to eto, i-multiply mo sa e, magiging exponent siya. So, algebra yan, class ha. I hope that you could still remember. So, kung hindi yan naturo sa inyo noon, so, just, pakibalikan nyo lang yung kanyang concept. So, that is a raised to negative kt. Then, again, same lang siya, constant naman din siya. So, pwede natin siyang itabi, kumbaga. Okay, so transfer lang po natin to the other side. That is t is equivalent to 10 plus CE raised to negative KT. And that is our formula. No? Yung formula kanina kasi is diretso siya. So, tayo is dinerive talaga natin siya. So, therefore, lagay po natin para makuha. First thing that we need to determine is our K or C or K, no? C na lang muna, which is our constant. So, paano po siya kunin? I-substitute po natin, no? So, when time is equivalent to 0, yung hindi mo pa na-transfer yung ating thermometer, yung ating temperature ng thermometer po is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. 'Di ba? So, we will substitute everything dito sa formula natin. So, that is 70, which is our T, is equivalent to 10. Wait lang. Then, plus CE. Then, ang ating K, sorry. Yes, that's correct. CE. Then, yung ating negative K. Tapos, yung ating time is 0. So, as you all know, if any variable or any constant na may raised to 0, magiging 1 lang yan siya, di ba? Di ba alam natin yan? E raised to 0 is 1, x raised to 0 is 1, 100 raised to 0 is 1. So, eto siya lahat is magiging 1 lang yan siya. Okay? So, therefore, by using your calculator, 70 is equivalent to 10 plus C. So, C is equivalent to 60. Diba? 70 minus 10 lang yan siya. Okay, so meron tayong C, i-substitute natin siya sa ating formula or general formula. So, T is equivalent to 10 plus 60 E raised to negative KT. So, ganyan na yung formula natin. So, by that, makukuha na natin yung ating K, kumbaga, o yung E raised to K natin na variable. So, paano po siya pagkuha, sir? Yung yung another na naman na statement yung gagamitin natin. Sabi kasi ng ating problem, when time is equivalent to 3 minutes, ayan, yung ating temperature po daw is equivalent to 25, di ba?
10, 25.
25. Yung 10 is yung wala pa kasi yung place outside. Ito, 3
Oh.
minutes. Okay, sige. Thank you, Christian. So that is 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So therefore, substitute lang po natin lahat dito sa ating na verify na or na meron ng C na formula. So that is 25 is equivalent to 10 plus 60, then E raised to negative K, then time natin is 3. So, therefore, 25, i-transfer natin si 10. 25 minus 10 is 15. Then, 60. So, i-transfer natin to the other side, magiging divided by 60. Diba? Okay? Then, therefore, ang remaining natin dito is E raised to negative 3K. So, next thing, kukunin natin ang value ni E raised to negative K. So, therefore, 3 kasi siya. No? So, therefore, i-cube root lang po natin both side. Ayan, cube root. So, move ko lang to slightly sa taas. Para magkasya tayo. Ayan. So, if we will solve for the cube root of this one, transfer ko lang E raised to negative K, kasi 3, cube root din 3, so makancel out siya. That is equivalent to, paki-calculator lang nito, that is the cube root of 1 over 4. Tama ba? 15 over 60 is 1 over 4. So that is equivalent to, pwede din yung value talaga, pwede din wag mo munang i-simplify, that is 1/4 raised to negative, 1/4 raised to 1/3. Diba? Same lang yan. Cube root or 1/3 na exponent. So, pwede naman din yung value talaga niya. Same lang yung lalabas. So, therefore, yung pinaka-purpose natin dito when time is equivalent to 6 minutes, diba? What is our temperature? So, easy na lang yan, no? So, temperature yung hinahanap, T, is equivalent to 10 plus 60, eto po tayo, no? Then e raised to negative k, nakuha na po natin, which is 1/4 raised to 1/3. And then last one is our t, which is our time, which is 6. Oh, wait lang. Ilagay muna natin t. So dito, t is equivalent to, same lang lahat. Pinakita ko lang na i-substitute lang po natin si t. Ayan. T natin is 6. Okay, so therefore, by using your calculator, paki-calculate lang, and that is equivalent to, again, kamo na lang practice ha, lagay ko na lang yung answer kaagad, 13.75 degrees Fahrenheit. And that is our answer. Ayan. Okay, so, or again, you can just use the formula, yung formula na binigay kanina. Ito, pinakita ko lang talaga kung paano siya nakuha yung formula. Kasi may mga ano kasi class, mga instances na mahirap or you cannot use the formula na general formula. So, mas maganda ikaw talaga yung gawa ng sarili mong formula. Okay, so screenshot po so that we can proceed with our next tawag dyan. Next example. So, our second application na ituturo ko is simple chemical conversion. So, may statement po na binigay, from the result of a chemical experimentation of a substance converted into another substance. So, therefore, no, mga scientists natin, nag-experiment sila from one substance to another substance. It was found out that the rate of change of the unconverted substance is proportional to amount of the unconverted substance. So, for example, you have a salt, ilalagay mo sa water, kumbaga, so that the change of the unconverted is the same lang po sa ating amount of unconverted. So, if we will write that down into a formula base, no, so that is the change of your amount, which is x, with respect to time is equivalent to or directly proportional lang po sa ating x itself. So, may negative k lang siya na ilalagay. So, with a condition that x is equivalent to our XO, di ba? Ang XO po natin is our initial when time is equivalent to 0. Okay, eto, pinakita po ang kanyang pag-integrate. Then, paano nakuha yung kanyang formula. But again, medyo hindi ko gusto yung, hindi naman hindi gusto. Ipakita lang natin yung step by step talaga kasi sa kanya, hindi na pinakita yung pag-integrate na part. Basta ito lang ang dapat i-memorize mo, class. dx over dt is equivalent to negative kx. Okay, so let's proceed with our example for simple chemical conversion. So, eto, basahin natin. May radium daw tayo. It decomposes at a rate proportional to the quality of radium present. So, suppose it is found out that in 25 years, approximately 1.1% of a certain quantity of radium has decomposed. So, for example, we have a quantity, ganito karami yung radium. So, after 25 years na oras, ganito na lang po siya, maliit na lang, which is 1.1%. So, determine how long, in years, it will take for 1/2 of the original amount of radium is decomposed. So, kung ganyan po yung rate niya, after 25 years, ilang years po daw, no? Ilang years na yung total radium mo is 1/2 lang siya or 50%. So, bale, 'di ba? Ang answer natin, no. Basta mag-ilan siya. Okay, sorry. Wait lang ha. May i-clarify lang tayo. Mali kasi yung drawing or pagkaintindi ko. After 25 years, 1.1% lang po pala yung niliit niya. So, yung nabawas. Sorry. 25 years, approximately 1.1% of a certain quantity of helium has decomposed. So therefore, lumiit lang siya ng 1.1%. So ilang years na liliit siya ng 50%. Ayan. So, mali lang yung pagkabasa ko. Okay? So, let's find out. 'Di ba? So, nakalagay doon, balikan natin, no? The difference or the change, the tawag doon, the rate of change, ayan, of our substance na chemical conversion or yung ating pag-decompose is equivalent to or directly proportional to its own. So, ayan siya. And then, integrate po natin siya. So, how can we integrate this one? Lagay lang po natin, no, yung formula kanina. So, you can just, hindi na natin ipakita, no? Pwede naman din na i-memorize mo. Diba? So, kasi this is just decomposition. So, nakalagay po doon, X is equivalent to, no, again, pwede mo naman din gamitin yung formula para mas mabilis tayo. Pero pwede din, no, ipakita mo kung paano siya na lumabas yung formula. That is, X is equivalent to XO e raised to negative KT. Para mas mabilis tayo. So, when time is equivalent to 0, oras natin is 0, ang ating number is XO. Diba? Yan yung sabi doon. Number of radium na amount. So, therefore, when time is equivalent to 2 years, 25 years pala, diba? Ang X natin or ang amount ng ating radium is equivalent to 100% minus 1.1%. Diba? Kasi sabi doon, nakunan lang po siya ng 1.1% ng ating original. Okay, so by using your calculator, that is just 0. Pag hindi percentage na i-convert natin into decimal, that is 9.989 day. Diba? Kasi 100 minus 1.1 is 98.9. Diba? And then if you will convert that one into decimal, so that is 0.989 XO. Ayan. Okay, so substitute lang po natin. X is this one. So palitan lang natin siya, magiging 0.989 ng ating XO. Ayan, si X. Then, another XO. Tapos, E raised to, wait lang class ha. Nag-uot naman siya eh. Lagyan lang natin dito. And then dito. Okay? So, E raised to negative KX. So, that is negative K ang ating, T pala time. So, time po natin is 25 years. So, by that, eto, si XO is cancelled out. Etong 25, i-transfer natin. So, that is E raised to negative K. Diba? Transfer mo to the other side, magiging root. 25th root of 0.989. So, therefore, ang value ng ating E raised to negative K is 0.989 raised to 1 over 25. Or pwede naman din ganito. Or you can just calculate that one. No, katog yung mo exact. So, samok magud siya paminawon. So, ato na lang siyang i-exact ni nana. Okay, so therefore, substitute natin sa ating original or general formula that is equivalent to X equals XO. Then, alam natin na E raised to negative K is 0.989 raised to 1 over 25. Tapos time. So, sabi po dito, ang hinahanap natin is when X is 0.5. O ang ibig sabihin, kailan po na yung ating original is maging 50% na lang siya or 0.5. So, ano yung oras natin? Time. So let us just substitute. No? 0.5 of XO, yung hinahanap natin. Then another XO. Tapos 0.989. Then, that is 1 over 25. Then, ang time natin yung hinahanap. Okay, so you can just use your calculator. Diba? Kasi cancel out to, then calculator mo. Pero pag mano-mano yung gusto mo, sige, pakita natin paano siya kunin. But again ha, you can just use your calculator then shift solve. So pakita natin, what if sir, wala nang shift solve sa board exam. So sige, 0.5, ayan siya. Then this is raised to 1 over 25. So if i-transform mo siya to the other side, magiging raised to 25. Diba? Ganyan yan. X squared. Ilipat mo sa kabila, magiging square root. So, for example, x raised to 1/2, ilipat mo sa kabila, magiging squared siya. Okay? So, that is just the difference between the two. So, eto, na-transfer naman natin. So, ang remaining na lang is 0.989t. Diba? So, we will be using logarithm. I-logarithm natin yung both side, kumbaga. Multiply natin. Diba? So, this is, diba? Lagyan lang natin logarithm of x raised to a is equivalent to a logarithm of x. Diba? So, therefore, eto may logarithm na siyang katabi. So, magiging 25 na mabababa po yung ating exponent, logarithm of 0.5. Is equivalent to same dito, mabababa yung t natin. Diba? Kasi we need to put our t sa baba para ma-solve natin siya. But again ha, you can just use your calculator. Ako alang, basi manggod, dili na siya pwede makalculator sa board exam. At least alam natin kung paano. So therefore, eto, t yung hinahanap. Therefore, i-transfer natin lahat to the other side. Magiging t is equivalent to 25 logarithm of 0.5 divided by logarithm of 0.989. So, paki-calculator po, ikaw bahala kung exponent or dito ka na lang no, shift solve or ito yung steps mo. Basta ang answer is 1566.65 years. So, that's the amount of time na kailangan para yung ating radium is maging 50% na lang yung content niya. Okay, so screenshot. And then proceed tayo to our last, pahulay na to, no? Last example. So, ayan, last topic natin is same lang pa din, no? Medyo madali lang to. Ulitin lang natin lahat ng ginawa natin kanina. Sige. So, a certain radioactive substance has a half-life of 38 hours. Ibig sabihin, after 38 hours, yung kabuuhan niya is magiging half na lang siya. Half-life, diba? So, find how long it takes for 90% of the radioactivity to be dissipated. Dissipated. Ibig sabihin, ano po daw yung oras or time? Kasi this is 38 hours, no? Ano yung time na yung content na lang is maliit na lang masyado? 10% na lang yung naiwan, no? Kasi 90% daw yung nawala. Okay, so lahat ng ginawa natin kanina, ulitin lang natin, kumbaga. Okay? So, formula na lang tayo para mas mabilis, 'di ba? So, again, sabi doon sa concept, the change or the rate of change of our with respect to time, the rate of change of our x with respect to time is equivalent to or directly proportional to its own self, kumbaga. So the formula is x is equivalent to x raised to o, or the final content is equivalent to our initial multiplied by e raised to negative kt. So when time, oras natin is 0 pa, ang content natin is XO, yung tawag. Diba? Yan yung sabi niya kanina. So, when time, oras natin is equivalent to 38 hours, no? Ang XO po natin is no, 0 ay sorry, XO na noon. Ang X natin or yung ating final na is equivalent to 0.5 of our X. 'Di ba? Sabi niya after 38 hours half-life na siya. Ibig sabihin half na lang po yung ating initial. Okay, so proceed tayo. Substitute lang natin, madali lang to. X natin is equivalent to 0.5 XO is equivalent to our XO, then e raised to negative k, time po natin is 38 hours. So therefore, kunin natin the value of our e raised to negative k is equivalent to cancel out mo to. So yung 38 dito na exponent, i-transfer mo to the other side, magiging root 38 root of 0.5. So pwede mo siyang i-calculator, pero para mas exact, 0.5 raised to 1 over 38. Ayan. Okay, so proceed po tayo. Transfer lang natin sa ating original na formula. X is equivalent to XO. Yung E po natin is 0.5. Wait lang, move ko lang. Okay, taas na kayo siya. Dali. Is 0.5. Then, that is 1 over 38 of our time. So, lagyan natin when 90% is dissipated. What is our time? So, ang ibig sabihin po niyan, ang X po natin is 100%, then dapat 90% po yung nawala. So, obviously, ang hinahanap po natin is yung ating X is maging 10% na lang or 0.10 ng ating XO. Diba? So, wait lang, erase ko muna. Ayan, XO. So, therefore, substitute lang po natin sa ating general formula na may EK na, E raised to negative K. So, that is 0.10. Then, X raised to 0 is equivalent to X raised to 0 multiplied by 0.5, 1 over 38. Then, time natin is, mamaya na, no? Yan time yung hinahanap natin. What is the time? So, again, you can use your calculator. Shift solve mo lang siya. Pero kung gusto mong mano-mano, madali lang man din siya. 0.1, 1 over 38. So, pag i-transfer natin to the other side, parang 38 siya. 1 over 38, pag i-transfer sa kabila, magiging raised to 38. Then, 0.5, ang remaining dito is t. So, next thing is, i-multiply natin sila lahat ng logarithm. And then, alam po natin that logarithm of x raised to a, magiging a logarithm of x. Ibig sabihin, pwede nating ibaba yung ating exponent. So, dito magiging 38 logarithm of 0.1 or 0.10 is equivalent to t, pwede natin mababa, logarithm of 0.5. So, therefore, time yung hinahanap natin, so 38 logarithm of 0.10, i-type mo lang to sa calculator mo. Erase ko lang siya kasi pangit masyado yung 3 natin. Ayan. Then, logarithm of 0.5. Okay? So, just use your calculator. So that is 126.23 hours. Na kung i-calculator mo to, that is our answer. Ayan siya. Okay, so screenshot po and then we're done.